This is today's Aquarius horoscope prediction in love. Those born between January 20 and February 18 belong to this zodiac sign. People born under the Aquarius zodiac sign are usually very sensitive and tend to get discouraged as soon as things don't go their way. Dear Aquarius, it is true that sometimes things change abruptly from one day to the next. Sometimes these changes are even so fast that we do not have the capacity to accept it. But do not worry that this is something that time solves. Do not despair or get discouraged, because what you now may see as something difficult to overcome, you will soon realize that it was the best for you. You have many people around you worried and interested in looking good, so try to be more sociable, and you will feel better. For now, I don't see you prepared in love to start a new relationship, so take the opportunity to enjoy your singleness as much as you can. Today specifically, the prediction of your sign tells us to take advantage of opportunities because you run the risk of without a doubt, you will not be short of suitors. Love horoscope for single women. Aquarius friend, I know that perhaps the change has been quite abrupt and unexpected and you have not yet had time to accept it. Do not worry that with time everything will return to its place, and if not, at least you will be able to turn the page. Sometimes when things happen we are not aware that it is the best thing for us, but later you will realize that the people around you who love you and care about you are right and it is the best thing that could be done for you. Hold on to the people who love you and lean on them when you need it without any rush. That will surely come in handy. The Aquarius woman must understand that soon everything will be forgotten, and if now is not the time to think about relationships, she enjoys everything you can, because that person with whom you will really live an intense relationship will soon arrive. Today's free prediction for the Aquarius man. Aquarius friend, it is true that you are a sensitive man who is usually quite affected by changes, but sometimes life changes abruptly. Thing that could happen to you, but over time you will realize that it was what had to happen to you to make way for better situations. Maybe now you are not in the mood to think about starting another relationship or even wanting to meet anyone. The Aquarius man is that extreme. Take your time and enjoy that, you deserve it, and don't even think about what will happen later, because things are going to arise on their own, and I assure you that in the end you will be glad you went through these circumstances, because that will make better ones come. Today's Aquarius horoscope in love for singles. Aquarians are quite sensitive people who tend to accept changes badly, and especially if they happen from one day to the next. You are people who like stability, but sometimes we have no choice but to accept that there have to be changes in life for better times to come to us. Perhaps now you are disconsolate thinking why these things have to happen to you, but that is life. Worse moments have to come so that later we can appreciate the best ones. Perhaps now you are not considering love will be time to launch yourself again to the conquest, and with fortune on your side. Today the prediction of your zodiac sign is not bad for you to give free rein to your imagination and think that it is the best for you. If you have a partner, memory is very necessary in this relationship, and that is why you must cultivate yours. You have a great tendency to ignore some dates, to change others, to make a real hodgepodge with the special dates that your partner venerates. The advice of the stars is that you keep a very punctual calendar. If you do not have a partner, this is a good day to celebrate with that friendship the time you have spent together and allow yourself to find out if things can move forward in a new direction. You have to be respectful and not force the circumstances. Make the invitation. Knowledge is the greatest currency you have. Therefore, today is a good day to recognize the need to catch up on those issues in which you have been left behind. A training course or a new academic degree have a cost, but in the medium term they are not only profitable, they return dividends. Nothing makes us feel happier and freer than giving gifts. To increase that self-esteem and ward off melancholy, give it away. To those you love, your family, friends, strangers, the size of the present does not matter, but the gesture. The stars will return with greater gifts each thing that you part with. Memory is very necessary in this relationship, and that is why you must cultivate yours. You have a great tendency to ignore some dates, to change others, to make a real hodgepodge with the special dates that your partner venerates. The advice of the stars is that you keep a very punctual calendar. Knowledge is the greatest currency you have. Therefore, today is a good day to recognize the need to catch up on those issues in which you have been the cost, but in the medium term they are not only profitable, they return dividends. Nothing makes us feel happier and freer than giving gifts. To increase that self-esteem and ward off melancholy, give it away. To those you love, your family, Friends, strangers, the size of the present does not matter, but the gesture. The stars will return with greater gifts, each thing that you part with. In these days of almost constant noise, where we're bombarded with emails and updates, it's no wonder we feel like covering our ears and yelling enough. There are too many voices and opinions trying to get our attention. How are we going to be able to hear our thoughts? It is understandable that you feel frustrated right now. You are overwhelmed by the requests for help that come to you. But sometimes circumstances change, and you're the one trying to get served. It's okay for you to take some time off today. Tip of the day: in the face of offenses, you never have to respond. The heat of the moment is not enough justification to lose the paper. Day 19, 40, 41, 42, 43, 46. Free Aquarius Daily Horoscope Tips. All the signs of the horoscope are divided into 3 decans according to the date of birth, and this is the specific prediction of today's horoscope for each of them. First decan, January 21st to 31st. Always remember that absolute stability and total security do not exist in anything. Second deanery, February 1st to 10th. There is no evil that does not come for good. You are in the prelude to a new stage. Third decan, February 11th to 20th. Beginnings are difficult and sometimes exhausting in any terrain.